now more than ever, Brother Tyrone, it's very important for us to remember in this moment of humanity. For it says in the Gospel according to Matthew and the fifth chapter, and the 13th verse, he says, "You are the salt of the earth. But if salt loses its saltiness, how will it ever become salty again?" I'm reading from the Common English Version of the Bible. "It's good for nothing except to be thrown away and trampled under people's feet." And it says in verse 14, "You are the light of the world. A city on a hill can't be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a basket. Instead, they put it on top of the lampstand, and it gives light to all who are in the house." Repeat these words after me. "In the same way, let your light so shine before people so they can see the good things you do and praise your Father in heaven." Let us pray. "Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart allow them to be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, our strength and our Redeemer." And the children of God say together, Amen. I am one who attempts very much so to be mindful of the Spirit. We're going to have that song sang together that we talked about after the sermon today. But even Earth, Wind, and Fire cannot come behind the song we just heard. So I haven't forgotten that. I'm struggling because if you pay attention, this was a hell of a week. I mean, if you are someone that has a fortunate enough of an opportunity to be able to, and this is not to be taken for granted, if you've got food in your refrigerator, if you've got a roof over your head, if you've got some means of transportation, clothes on your back, if you are a person who is in the minority globally that has that opportunity, if you were to sit still for a moment and see the hell that's breaking loose in the world, it would exhaust you. I mean that if you would see but for a moment that there was something that happened in the most sacred body, legislative body in the world, where there was a court session that was held without one witness, and a verdict was reached. I'm not asking who you vote for. I mean, those are the facts. That's what happened. And after a verdict was reached, that same person, because there is a difference between being acquitted and being let go. Y'all don't understand. Amen. I just want to make that distinction. I say that because when you see that, then you go and you watch something called the State of the Union. We who have grown up with the notion of something called American exceptionalism then see how persons of color are paraded throughout someone's State of the Union. And then at the end of that, you put a medal of, wait for it, freedom on someone who is an avowed, okay. So it's a very difficult thing to muster when you're in the business of freedom and equality. What do you mean business of? I was watching yesterday yesterday, I binge watched, as I wasn't feeling the best, something on Netflix called Who Killed Malcolm X? And it's a 6-part documentary where one person for 30 plus years was not paid an extra dollar, was not a historian, was not an archivist. He spent his life trying to determine who really killed Malcolm X. And it was so fascinating because you see, as many of us find ourselves engrossed with something, that how this man dedicated his entire life trying to get to the base of something. And so at the end, he found out that it was not simply what people thought perhaps was an FBI conspiracy. It was not simply perhaps how the FBI infiltrated perhaps one particular organization. It was not how in that particular organization there was someone at a local mosque or haji become a part of that. But that there was one person, look at this, there was one person that pulled the shotgun that actually led to the assassination of Malcolm X. And after 30 years, after he had finally put the pieces together, as he was heading to the space and place where he can finally talk to the person and ask the man, why did you do it? The man died. And so it blew me away because that is a lot of what we find ourselves going through. That many of us feel that we live our lives, Lord have mercy, in a series of equations. That if I do this and then get this, it will equal that. In other words, that if we put ourselves together in a way that makes sense to us, it will always lead to the right answer or the right conclusion. But some of us who got a little gray on our beard know that even the right intent does not always get you to the right place. Can I preach it like I feel it? That life has a way of being so nuanced and complicated that even for when we try our best, it seems like we can't get to where we need to be. Yeah. And one of the reasons that the Church of Jesus Christ, particularly for those whose skin has been kissed by the Son, was so important is because that when all hell was breaking loose on the outside, that the church offered a refuge in a time of storm for people to experience love, no judgment, kindness, and patience, because here in this space, we were all God's children. Yeah. And so no matter how fragmented your life appeared on the outside, once you came into this space, you were all God's children. Yeah. And how sad it is that the one place we thought we had, Lord have mercy, has now turned into many of us feeling like it's a jukebox that you put a dime or a nickel into the offering plate and expect to hear your favorite song. That if you memorize 2 or 3 scriptures, that you think you'll have prosperity forever. Well, I hate to break it Now, let me just push back for that for a minute. Last week, y'all laughed at me when I put, yeah, I'm fat. And my stomach was hanging out, and we were laughing about that. And you know it was funny? Because I said, is this really going to be the most watched thing we ever do? People laughing at my fat stomach? Am I really ready to be offered up to ridicule? I said, but you know, I wasn't always like this. You're supposed to. Let me try it again. You know, I wasn't. Larry, you need to look at that, boy. You need to pay attention. Yeah, you do, Larry. Hey, look at that. That's the senior preacher. I got one more. There's one more I want to show you. Now, that picture right there is something else. 2 years ago, when I went to the Congo, I got off of a plane. When I saw the bishop of the Congo, I started crying uncontrollably because the person on the left is my father and the same age of the bishop of the Congo. When I started crying, it hit me. I had to do my research that I come from something not just with my fat stomach entails, that my history is of a wider circumference than my current situation. I wish I heard what I just said. And when the bishop of the Congo saw the picture of my father, he started crying uncontrollably and said, "You are my baby brother. This is my father too," and showed us the breadth and width of humanity. Can you do me a favor? Can you look at that picture that you brought of yourself? Just take that picture out. I want you to look at that picture for a minute. That picture that you're holding in your hand right now, that picture that you're remembering in your mind right now, that picture is something not just of the past, it is a reminder of the stock that you come from. Amen. That before your heart was broken, yes, before you let somebody down, yes, before perhaps you even let yourself down, that picture is a reminder that your best days are not necessarily behind you, but that you can tap into something beyond your broken heart, beyond your shattered dreams, beyond those unrealistic expectations that you put onto yourself and others, and that we come from a shared humanity that's not dependent on performance, but not, oh Lord have mercy, not dependent on what we think, but it's dependent on what God knows. And everybody under the sound of my voice who knows that they have been washed by the blood of the Lamb, God wants to remind you of something today, that no longer will you be trampled under the foot of someone else's expectations. No longer will you be trampled under the foot of your own negative self-worth. No longer will you be crushed under the expectations of xenophobia or homophobia or racism. But God has the light of the world. What does that mean, Pastor? Point number one, you've got to learn how to be present. Look at somebody and say, keep up, honey. Keep up, honey. You are the light of the world. You've got to relearn how to be present to your situation. One of the reasons we get so overcome in this world is because we're so guilty of what happened behind us and so stressed out about what happened before us that we forget and we lose the power of living in the very present moment. Some of us are so consumed about what happened in the past that we can't get on to living what's happening right here and right now. But I stopped by to tell you this morning that the past is over and the future belongs to God. And so if you can help somebody understand that if you have the power and the authority to pray for what is right now, to shout for what is right now, to serve what is right now, you will have an understanding that God is not yet finished with you and the Lord keeps blessing you right now. And that's why the song says, great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness, morning by morning. That means Monday and Tuesday, morning by morning, new mercies. I see that the scales come off.
Yes, sir.
So you are not the sum total of an abortion. You are not the sum total of a divorce. You are not the sum total of what someone said about you. You are the light of the world. But you've got to be present to that moment and know when you wake up. The devil better be a little nervous. This is my favorite part, though. This might confuse some of y'all. It says, neither do people light a lamp and put it on a basket. Instead, they put it on and it gives light. And it shines on everybody. We live in a world house. Our church is proof of the world house that we live in. And so not only must you be present, you must also be prudent. Look at somebody and say, shine, honey, shine. See, one of the reasons many of us feel so defeated all the time is because, Sister Kenya, we live under what we know we are. So many of us are living small because we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. So many of us are living under our capacity and our strength because we don't want to make anybody to feel uncomfortable. But check this out. Your grandmother knew, Lord have mercy, when she was in South Carolina and Mississippi, and she was praying for generations not yet born, that she needed you to shine, honey, shine. When Rosa Parks said her feet were hurting, and she said she was not going to get up and get to the back of that bus, she needed us to have an understanding that even she too could shine, honey, shine. And so I'm looking at 3 or 4 people here. Perhaps there's somebody where I went to school. Get over it. I'm still going to shine. You don't like the fact that we're going to elect a black female congressman? Get over it. We're still going to shine. We specialize in living beyond other people's expectations because we were birthed to do that. I'm giggling because I feel my help coming. Yeah, you know that if you're prudent, that means you are deliberate and intentional about making sure that you live your best life.
Yes, sir.
And you illuminate everyone that's in the house. So the first thing you gotta do is you gotta be present. Can't live in the past. Can't get stressed out in the future. You got to live right where you are. Because the blessings keep coming every day. Look at somebody and say, keep up, honey, keep up now. The second thing that you need to do is you need to be prudent. You need to follow through. You need to be intentional because you can no longer allow, Lord Jesus, you can no longer allow someone's feeling uncomfortable about your gifts to short circuit who God has made you to be. Can you hear what I'm saying? Look at somebody and say, shine, baby, shine. Woo, shucks. And as I go to my seat, the last thing is that you've got to walk in his power. Now, this is a very easy equation, but some of us get it twisted. It says, let your light so shine before men and women that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. And some of us get it twisted because we think that God is doing something for us. No, baby, it's all about him. And so the more we do for God, the more power God gives us. Can I get a witness in this house today? There's an old song that says, rise, shine, give God glory. And so you want to know how I can get strong when the hellhounds are on my back? Rise, shine, give God glory. How do you give glory? Is to give everything you have back to him. Your house is not yours. Your house belongs to God. Your car is not yours. Your car belongs to God. Your degrees are not yours. Your degrees belong to God. Your children are not yours. Your children belong to God. Everything we have belongs to the Lord. And that's why the song says, all to Jesus I surrender. I surrender. And the more light I give, the stronger I get. The more light that shines, the stronger I get. I'm going to end with the song, but I'm going to make you laugh real quick. A couple weeks ago, I went to Rusk College, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Now, I don't remember the last time. Can't believe I'm telling this story. I'm already in it now, though. I can't remember the last time, Brother Tyrone, that I rented a car. Because now you get on Uber or Lyft and you go where you got to go. So I went to the car place, went to Hertz. I'm trying to bat my eyes so I can get a good car. You know how that goes. I'm trying. And the lady, she laughed. Oh, honey, don't worry about it. I'm going to take care of you. Don't worry about it. I said, well, God bless you. Thank you. And I walk outside and Lord have mercy. Sister Hart, there was a brand new 2020 500 BMW. I said, Lord Jesus, I'm so excited. God has upgraded me. I'm thinking I'm doing something. I get in that car, don't know how to turn it on. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea. So I figure out how to turn it on. And then I'm trying to put, Lord, I'm trying to fix the rear view mirrors. And all of a sudden the rear view mirrors start opening and closing. I'm all confused. And the lady walks past. I told you we take care of you. And you know how we be faking. You know we be faking. I said, favor ain't fair, honey. Favor ain't fair. I pull up to get ready to get out of the place, Sister King. I pull up and I'm stopping and starting. And the lady says, ooh, they took care of you. You know, you were a premium, but this is a deluxe upgrade. And I said, yeah, this is what y'all. She said, no, baby, we're going to give you the car. It's okay, but turn the lights on. You know, I'm embarrassed. And so I'm trying to make sure that my car remote goes and my phone is connected and nothing is working. So I pull over. So I know what I'm doing. It hits me though, by the time I figure it out, I could just drive where I was going. So I said, forget it. So I'm talking on the phone like I got a walkie-talkie. And I called Brother Raymond. I'm calling Brother Raymond. And I said, Pops, I had no idea what I'm doing with this car. He said, well, at least you're acting a fool in Holly Springs, Mississippi, and not Memphis or Miami. Y'all don't hear what I'm saying? So that brand new fancy car went from one block to the other for 4 days. Didn't nobody see that car. The moral of the story is, when you have some integrity, God gives you more power. Some of us, y'all don't hear what I'm saying. Some of us got BMW taste, but tip God on Sunday. Y'all don't hear what I'm saying. Some of us want to put a down payment on a new house, but ain't helped nobody. Ain't had prayer meeting in the apartment. Come on. Glory. And so the integrity of what God is calling us to is form-fitting to who we are. And we do that because the more light that shines, the stronger we get. The world we live in is scary, and it's complicated, and it's nuanced, and there are no immediate right answers. But guess what? We have each other. And we live in the present moment of what it means to be in love with Christ and each other. That provides us a strength to keep pushing even when we want to give up.